Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are already watched part 1, you know we created this super cute camera shaped album from scratch. And honestly, it turned out amazing. I got so many messages from you all who have made their project and shared it with me. And I was so happy to see what you all have created. But wait, what's an album without a perfect matching box, right? So in today's video, which is part 2, I am going to show you how to create a coordinating box, and not just a box, we are actually going to transform it into a camera shaped box to perfectly match our album. Trust me, this is going to take your project to the next level. It's unique, it's creative, and it's going to look absolutely stunning when it's done. And don't worry if you are new here or haven't watched part 1 yet, you can still follow along, but I highly recommend checking that out first so you get the full experience. So grab your materials, get comfortable, and let's start creating this beautiful camera shaped box step by step. So I started the process by taking two 12 by 12 inches of cardstock and I pasted it together so that we get a long length of cardstock. Then I started scoring it. All the scored line measurements and the measurement of the paper I have mentioned in this template. This template I will add it in the description box so that you can download it for free and you can use it for yourself. I took my cardstock little extra in size, so I am cutting out all the extra. After that, I'll turn my cardstock and I will start scoring from the other side as well. Once the scoring work is done, we will start folding these scored lines. And this is what the shape you got now. Here in this video, I have wrongly scored one another part which I have edited in next part of the video. But the measurements which I have shared in the video and the template has the correct measurement. So you can follow the technique and follow along with me with the next process. Here I am diagonally cutting the scored lines so that we can easily fold the flaps to make a base of the box. In the template, I have marked the cutting area with the red color so that it will be easy for you to understand and you can prepare your base effortlessly. Here I am folding the base part as well. Because I am using craft color cardstock, it is quite hard, so I prefer to fold all my scored line first and then we can assemble it together. Now here at the one side of your cardstock, you will see ½ inch of part which we are going to attach to the other side of the flap. So basically we are going to apply glue to it and then we are going to fold the flap and we will paste the other side of the paper on this. Now give it some time to dry and once you will open it, you will see a shape something like this. Now here is the base. For preparing the base, I am just going to fold the flap one by one by applying glue in between and then we can paste it together. Before proceeding further, we will just check if this box can hold the album properly and is not hampering the decoration of the album in any ways. Now let's start preparing the lid for this box. For preparing the box lid, I took a cardstock which measures 9.5 by 1/8 of an inch by 5.1 by 1/8 of an inch. I started scoring it from both the sides. Now all the scored lines and the measurements I have already mentioned into the template. Again, I will add this in the description box. After that, I started cutting the scored lines which is there at the edges. These all the cutting measurements are there in the template, so don't worry, you can follow that along. And once that is done, we will start folding all the scored lines and we'll start pasting all the flaps together. Here the box lid is ready. Let's put it on the box and see how it is going. Now here, as you can see, you will see that it is little loose. It's because we have to add the pattern paper, and once you'll add the pattern paper, it can sit properly on your box. So when we add the pattern paper, it actually increases the size and then it gets difficult for you to close the lid. Now I will add the pattern paper on my box and will start by preparing the camera lens. To prepare the lens, I took few dies. And here is the circle die. The outer circle die measurement is approx 3 inches in diameter. Now with this die I have used another circle die and I have cut out the frame. Also I have used this scallop circle die and I have cut out another frame. Along with that we cut out one circle with a cardstock. Now here is the strip of pattern paper. Here the width of this paper is 2 inches and the length should be something which can cover the circle properly. Now let's take the scoreboard and we will keep the strip lengthwise and start scoring it at half inch to both the end. Now let's fold it, and the outer folded part is the area where we are going to cut into a zigzag manner. So if you have that zigzag cutting die, then you can cut it through your machine, else you can cut it manually as I am showing you here. And the cut part should look something like this, and this we are going to cut to both the end of the strip. Now the one side of that zigzag cutting we are going to attach to the base of the circle which we have recently cut out. So you simply spread your glue properly on the circle and you can start pasting that zigzag design. This process might take some time. In case you feel that the zigzag pattern is coming out again and again, then you can secure it using masking tape as well. Also make sure that you paste both the end of the strip together. Now after drying, we'll just see that the circle frame which we have cut out is properly fixing on it or not. I found that there is some little extra pattern paper which was visible, so I just cut out the extra part. After that, I pasted a pattern paper at the base of my circle lens, and then I am going to decorate it with some elements and a focal point. Here I am using this curl to make it as a center of attraction. So I'll be adding this curl along with some floral design and with the double-sided foam tape. Now adding your elements with the foam tape is going to give the dimension and depth to your character, and it is going to give that 3D effect look to your project. And just look at the depth and the detailings we have given inside the lens. Isn't it looking so wonderful? Now I am going to cover this entire thing with a acetate sheet. Then I will add this frame on top of this to secure it. And also on top of that, I have added the scallop die which we have cut out at the starting. And that's how the finished lens is looking. Now I am going to decorate the edges of this scallop die using this rhinestone chain. I am using a golden color rhinestone chain here so that it is going to give that glittery effect to your project. Also, once that is done, here I will find the center of my box. So make sure you are putting the lid on the box and then you decide the place for adding the lens. So you simply use any strong glue at the base of the lens and then you can paste it on the box. After adding the lens, just give it some time to dry and then you can start with the next part of the work. Meanwhile, the box is drying. I have done the fussy cutout of the elements from the same pattern paper design, and now I will start decorating this element on the lid. Now while adding this element, you need to make sure that your elements are not hiding the girl or her face entirely. So the elements which you are going to choose should be something which can cover the corner. I have also added a coat here because I was finding it quite empty. So here some of the elements I have added directly using glue and some of the elements I have added using the double-sided foam tape, and this way we are able to get the dimension. Also I will be decorating the other corner of the box, so here I will be pasting the element because I have to close the lid. So make sure that the element which you are pasting inside it, it should be directly pasted on your pattern paper and not with double-sided foam tape. The elements which are there on top of the box, I'll be adding it using double-sided foam tape to give the dimension. So yes, I decorated the front part and also I'll be adding some of the elements on the top part as well so that it doesn't look empty when we look at from the sidewise. Now these are some of the minute detailings which if you keep in mind while preparing or decorating your project, it is going to make a huge difference in your work. At last, I'll be finishing by adding this butterfly. So I have folded it into half. I have applied a thin layer of a glue and pasted it. Now to make this camera box looks more real, I have added this circle cutouts which would be imitating as a button on camera. Now you can place it in anywhere at the sidewise or on the top. But I will be placing these button on my camera on the top part of it. Now to add the button on camera, there are two ways. One way is adding 2 to 3 layers of double-sided foam tape, and then you can add this button on the lid. This is going to give a dimension to your button, but in this way you would not able to press your button. The second way is, here I have took a strip of cardstock which measures 1 centimeter, and now I am going to score it at every 1 centimeter. So the size of this strip is 1 centimeter by 5 centimeter. After scoring it, we are going to fold all these scored lines and then we will paste the two corners together. And this is how you have got a tiny square. Now pinching the two sides, we are going to press the top and the bottom part of the square, and this is how you got a shape something like this. It is a shape which is going to imitate a mechanism of a spring. Now on one part of this we are going to add button, and to the other part we would be adding it on the lid. And adding the button in this way, you will see that when you are pressing the button, it is coming on top automatically. As we have added the rhinestone chain, with the same rhinestones I have cut out the small diamonds and I have added at the center of my flower to decorate it more. At the back side of my box, I have also done the decoration, adding some elements and also decorated it with the rhinestone diamonds. And with that, here it is, our complete camera shaped album box is ready. I absolutely love how it turned out. It's creative, functional, and such a unique way to preserve memories. Now you can customize this in many ways you want. Different theme, different colors, different occasion, be it birthday, anniversary, or even as a special gift. Now let me know in the comment section what theme would you like to choose for this camera album. And if you have been following me from part 1, thank you so much for sticking till the end. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who loves handmade crafts. Also, subscribe to my channel for more creative DIY ideas like this and hit the bell icon so you never miss any update. If you recreate this, tag me on my Instagram, that is @craftsabaa. I would love to see your version. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye and happy crafting.